How rich do you have to be to not carry cash or a credit card? Choosing to be debt-free and being able to walk around without spending money isn't a lifestyle reserved for the wealthy. It's for people who make a conscious decision to live within their means. Some friends of mine are a young couple in their early 30s with a combined income of $65,000 per year, own their home outright, no mortgage, have no car payments or credit cards, have money in their savings account, and are building up for retirement. How? By being smart with their money and avoiding things like credit cards and walking around with cash. Almost half of their income goes straight to their savings every month. Instead of buying new cars and having a car payment, they saved for a few months and bought used cars they could write a check for. Instead of getting a 30-year mortgage on the biggest house they could afford, they rented a small apartment for the first 4 years they were together so they could save up to buy some land. They paid cash for their land, set up a well, power, and septic, and then bought an RV trailer and parked it there to live in while they saved up to build their dream house. By doing this, they eliminated the monthly cost of their apartment and were literally living for free in that RV on land they owned outright. And they were smart about the next step too. Every month, whatever money was to go in their savings went toward a step in the build process of their home. 1 month it was a concrete foundation. A couple months later it was buying some of the timbers, framing, plumbing, electrical, etc. one step at a time, as they could afford to do it. Eventually the house was ready to move into, still not finished. The interior walls and flooring weren't done, but the roof was up, the windows and doors were in, and it was livable. So they sold the RV, almost for what they paid for it, and spent the cash from that to finish the interior and did most of the work themselves. I chipped in a little myself. Woodworking is a hobby of mine and I helped them build their cabinets. The whole build process took almost 5 years from start to finish. But in that 5 years of sacrifice, they built their dream home and will never have a monthly house payment. They're in their early 30s and are further ahead financially than most people, making 3 times their income. Imagine being their age and never having a house payment again, ever. Imagine being able to write a check when it's time for a new car instead of having to finance it. Imagine having half or more of your paycheck going straight to your savings account instead of going out the door to monthly payments on debt. You don't have to be rich to live that way. You just have to plan for it, and be disciplined enough not to buy things you can't afford with money you don't have.